There we go. Hi, Tribe. Welcome to our weekly live check in. This is going to be a short live this week. Just checking in with you all to see if you have any natural hair questions that I need to answer for you, or anything that just might be lingering around that you want to run by me. Um, just to recap for everyone who might be new here, I'm Kanisha Hudson. I'm the founder of Urban Bella. And every week, well, three times a month, I come out and host a live session where I answer natural hair questions, go over some tips and tricks, and just update the tribe. Well, I'm sorry, tips and tricks for natural hair. And I update the tribe on anything happening, whatever the latest blog post is. We may discuss that and dive a little bit deeper. But it's an opportunity for you to just spend some time with me, just up close and as personal as we can get over a live session. And sometimes the sessions are short, like this particular week, it's a short session, but still in the same. I want to make sure that I'm out here and available. And so usually it takes us a little bit of time for everybody to kind of roll in. So I'm going to just be doing a couple of key reminders. I am going to start by putting in the link a link to the summer BOGO collection. So make sure that you, if you are looking to save a little money and experience Urban Bella products, especially if you're new to Urban Bella products and you have not had a chance to try them out, it's a great opportunity to shop with us. The link I just put in will give you access to everything that we put into the BOGO sale. So everything in that collection is eligible for you to receive the BOGO on. If it's not in that collection, then it's not eligible for the BOGO. You will need to use a code. Summer BOGO is the code that you want to use. And if you are a VIP, please make sure you use your BOGO VIP code and the Summer BOGO code at the same time. That way you will be able to double stack your discounts. So I am excited to see what we have going on this week. I'm learning that 6:15 might be a better time slot. Just unfortunately tonight I could not start the session as late as 6:15. So going forward, we'll see how that works out. I may consider it for the fall. We'll see how that works out. See how that pans out. But as you join me live, please, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them. Just put them in, type them right into the comments. I know a lot of people are still trying out their summer boxes. Okay. And so I still want to hear from you. I want to know like what your experience is. And I got a message from one of our customers mentioning that, oh, yeah. So there is a mishap on the Hydra Silk conditioner from the summer box. I'm going to talk about that. It tells you how to use it, but the instructions are incorrect. They apply to a different product. So I'm going to tap on that just a little bit tonight and walk through that. But other than that, I just want to see what you all have going on. Summer is just rocking right on through so fast. It's fast. It's a fast summer. I'm like, what is July? Somebody, oh, my nephew, he teaches school and he taught summer school this summer. And we were all at dinner on Tuesday celebrating my mother-in-law, y'all, who's 91. Oh my God. So happy birthday to my mother-in-law. She turned 91 on Tuesday. It's a big one. I mean, 90 was a big one too. We went out and celebrated big on her 90th, but we really, really, we just celebrate her birthday every year. But happy birthday to my mother-in-law, Mrs. Hudson. But yeah, we were all at dinner. And my nephew mentions that school's about to start back up. And I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? No, it's not. Because once school starts back up, I mean, y'all, it's a whirlwind. Like, it feels like already when you have a big family, every month there's something happening. When there's 10 of you, there are birthdays 9 months out of the year for us. No, not 9. 8 years out of the month for us. That's a lot of birthdays. It's a lot of birthdays. There's a lot going on. So it feels like we are constantly, thank God, celebrating, partying, getting ready for school, getting ready for Christmas. I mean, it's just like boom, 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 boom. So when I heard that, I was like, you shouldn't talk about those things out loud over food. You should not talk about going back to school over a meal. How about you all? How is the summer going along, y'all? It is about to be, I hate to say it, August in 5 minutes. Ah, tribe, it's going too fast for me. Too fast, too fast. JR, hi JR. What is the best shampoo? Yes, y'all, thank you, JR. Fire away with your questions, tribe. That's what I'm here for. I want to answer anything you need to know about natural hair. Now, JR, there are a lot of color safe or color protecting shampoos on the market. I will say this about the women who I know um, are real, like serious about hair color. They they usually don't necessarily select the shampoo for the color focus, but the quality of the shampoo. Okay. What they're looking for is take good care of my hair, which means, JR, keep the JR, are you Josephine? Is that Josephine? I want to say it's Josephine. If you're not Josephine, JR, I'm sorry. But if you are JR and if you are Josephine, I want to call you Josephine. um, what I have learned is to protect color treated hair. So let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about what happens. How about let me start there if you'll allow me. Color affects different hair textures differently, meaning someone with high porosity, such as myself, medium high porosity, meaning my hair is more dull, my hair fibers are more fragile. Well, they used to be. They're not as much anymore since I've just been Urban Bella. But they used to be very, very fragile. Um, Someone whose hair gets big, I mean, I can get big hair, throw out very pretty easily. Your challenges with color is it fading fast. So aesthetically, it fades fast. Hair condition wise, it causes you to, yeah, I don't know why that, I don't know why that just happened, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know where those balloons came from. I didn't even hit that. Um, it causes you to, your people with medium high porosity, that big, fluffy, froey afro hair, your hair fibers are more weakened with color processing. The lighter the color, the more the hair structure and fiber has been compromised. So you really need two things once you've colored your hair. You need to protect the fiber, the actual hair strand. You need to strengthen it, meaning all of the holes that are in the hair shaft that are created by color, you have to put something back on them to strengthen it so you don't have breakage. So if you love being blonde or a more brassy, a bright copper, or being a redhead or blue or turquoise or any of that serious like shocking color changes different from anything that you naturally grow out, the more not natural it is for you, the more it's going to compromise the condition and quality of your hair fiber, which leads to breakage, hair breaking off. It also means that you lose your color faster. Okay? Now, with that being said, products for color treated hair first have to address hair condition. It has to make sure it's compensating for how your hair fiber the strength and condition of your hair fiber have been compromised. I always share a story with y'all where I was at Urban Bella when we had a salon and I colored my hair. When you have a salon, you have a lot of stuff. You have a lot of color. And while I was never a stylist, if I ever were, color would have been the way I would go all day. I love color. I found color to be the most exciting thing that we could ever do. But color is probably the scariest thing for stylists, in my opinion. You find more people who cut hair than color hair. And that's because you're playing with chemicals, so I get it. But I was like, you know what? Let's just play around and see what'll happen with this package of stuff over here. And it was some color we'd never use on a client because it was a little risky. It would basically bleach the hair and deposit color in one product. And I thought, sounds fun. So I was trying a little bit of that. The other thing too is when you're doing color, you have several different levels of bleaching and lightening the hair. I shouldn't say bleach, but lightening the hair. I was playing around. I was like, let's do it what you would call a double 40. And a double 40 is the highest level that you can take the hair up and lighten it, and then you double it. That's a lot to be doing on black hair. A lot. This is pre-Olaplex days. And I did it, and I was like, oh, it's kind of cute. Okay, whatever. I'm walking around doing my thing. Weeks go by, and one of the stylists was like, what happened to that blonde piece of hair you had in the front? And I was like, oh, oh my God, it's gone. It was just gone. And I was like, interesting. I have been extreme blonde before. I'll share a photo with y'all. I've had my entire head highlighted blonde. So my hair can handle it. I was not properly conditioning. And I thought, I've been blonde many times. Why would it break off now? It broke off because I was not vigilante about steaming and conditioning weekly. So that's the conditioning part of color. Now the other part is, does the product help you hold on to the color? It can only, the shampoo and cleansing system can only do so much based on how much, what your level of porosity is. Somebody with very closed their cuticles are very closed, their hair is going to be more silky. Their hair is a lot heavier. It's harder to get an afro, but it's also harder to color that hair, much harder. If you have bouncy, full afro hair, it's easy to color it and lighten it, also easy to break it off, but it also loses the color more quickly. So in my experience in the Urban Bella line, and I'm only going to speak to professional stylists who were colorists in their comments, number 7 non-lather cleanser absolutely allows you to have color and keep it for a long time. And I'll use pregnancy as one of our main tests. So we had a salon partner. She had purple hair and she was pregnant with her, oh God, I want to say 4th or 5th baby. And, you know, most women will not color their hair or do chemical processes during a pregnancy. So she was like, oh God, my color's going to fade. It's going to look crazy. Her color would fade a lot. She was using number 7. It didn't fade at all. She was like, my purple I haven't lost one drop of it, none of it. And so even after her pregnancy ended, she was still just saying, you know, I'm just going to grow it out. But the purple just stayed. She didn't have any issues with it fading. So hair condition was her top priority. But what we learned is that colorists, salons that do color, do very well with number 7 non-lather. So we have our salon partners who absolutely love number 7, and they find it to be very successful for their salon clients. They find all the Urban Bella cleansers to be fine. None of them cause any kind of fading. Obviously, conditions first at Urban Bella, but when you're also trying to do color, the collection does support color-treated hair. So I hope that helps you out, Josephine, and gives you an idea of what's the best way to go about color. And again, what I wanted to make sure I help everyone understand is color-treated hair is about holding on to your color, but it is also about the condition of your hair. Obviously, if you're doing something darker like a brown, Josephine, or a black, you know, if you're doing something, if it's just like a semi or demi-permanent, not as much compromise of the hair shaft is happening. So the hair shaft isn't as compromised when you do that, but there is a little bit. And what you can experience even doing browns or just covering gray to look natural is you will find that the hair can get dry. Color is very drying, so be careful there. If you're doing color, I always say watch your edges, watch your hairline, because a lot of us will just say, just color the part I can see, just color the front. Be careful with that. Watch your hairline, make sure it's nice and thick, you know, everything's doing fine there. Now, I'm going to pause, say hello to everybody. I'm going to come back to this again, Josephine. I'm going to talk about gray hair specifically. That is a little bit different, so let's talk about that. And my purple hair example stylist, her hair was gray. Most salons now that we partner with, they are servicing women who have gray hair. So, but I'm still going to touch on some more Urban Bella specific experiences with gray hair and color, because It is harder to color and keep color on gray hair. All right, let's see who's here. Who's here? All right, all right. Debbie's here. Hi, Debbie. I saw you when you popped in. Hi, Debbie. Does the kit apply to Summer BOGO? It did not apply to my order. So if you have any questions about, if you already emailed us and we haven't fixed it or addressed it, you don't have to email again. We just finally got a chance to start sitting down and going through those. But if you have not emailed us, if you had any code questions or any code challenges, send over a question to customer service and we'll address that for you. Okay. What did I miss? Debbie, nothing. Debbie, you were here when I started talking. Hi, Kanisha and Tribe. Hi, Jacqueline. Jackie White said, good evening, Tribe. Can't comment. Getting ready to drive. My birthday is Wednesday. Happy birthday, Jacqueline. Kanisha, I sent a couple of emails. Okay, no problem. We will take a look at them and respond back to you. Jacqueline, you sent one about fragrance, and we got that one and responded to that one. So we'll look and see if there's anything else we need to take a look at. About your order. Okay, yeah, no problem, Jackie. We might have already responded to you, Jackie, but if we didn't, let us know. And we'll see it if we need to go in and address something in addition to your fragrance question. Let's see. You email. Okay, if you emailed about your Summer BOGO, now Tribe, make sure you understand this. The Summer BOGO does not work with your regular VIP code. Don't use that. Take that out. Put in the one I email you. I've emailed you a specific code for your Summer BOGO. So you have to use those two. The Summer BOGO will not work with the VIP code. The VIP code doesn't work with anything. We don't ever merge that with another one. I created an entirely new code for you, okay? So before you shop, make sure you take a look at your VIP, newsletter where I put in there your codes, and I've sent you text messages, VIPs, that have your VIP specific information, okay? So make sure you take a look at that before you, close out. Okay. Hey, Tribe. Hey, hi, Marissa. All right. And that explained it. Perfect, JR. Tribe, this is, again, I was just explaining that this is a short live. It's not lengthy at all. I am going to just answer any questions that you all have. We were talking about how to protect color-treated hair. And so one of the things I wanted to also touch on with that. So just to recap, if you joined in while I was talking or at the end, I was explaining that whenever you're looking for cleansers and conditioners for color treated hair, and this is every woman, you are looking for hair condition first, because what you don't want to ever happen is breakage or hair or damage. You don't want damaged hair after you color it. And just the act of coloring your hair does compromise the conditioning quality of your hair strand. It just does. It's a chemical process. A lot of times people will say to me, oh, what are you doing with your hair? I like the gray. I'm like, oh, no, that's not intentional. That is because just right now in my life, I don't want to be bothered with hair color. And I like hair color. I would love to do some blonde with some brown highlights. And I'm sure I will, but I'm not going to do that in 2024. It is more so about, I really understand two things. The maintenance required on me. I cannot skip any wash weeks with color treated hair. It's not an option. Not because of number one, because the hydration is necessary. The other thing is I like blonde, and blonde is high maintenance. You have to do a lot of work to be a blonde, and I don't feel like focusing any of my limited time on that. Not gonna do it. The other part is my hair is more gray. And coloring my hair as a gray person will be new for me. I haven't colored my hair being not this gray. Like, I've done it while I've had some gray pieces, but this is like the top of my head is very, very, very gray. But people think I'm doing it on purpose. They think it's like a strategy. I'm like, no, it's not a strategy. If you think it looks nice, that's just Jesus. So thank God for that. But yeah, coloring gray hair is a different bag. It's a different situation. So touching on that, I will say with coloring gray hair, you have to really work with a stylist who has a color brand that deposits well and grabs on gray hair. there is I'm gonna call it a opaquing. That's not like the proper term, and I'm not a colorist, so that's the wrong word. But we used to use a color line that would make the gray strands, which are almost really translucent. It's almost like there's nothing there. It would deposit pigment, not even the color you want, but the process was we're going to deposit enough color into the hair shaft, like a gray tone, to get rid of that translucent aspect of the hair fiber. And then we're going to deposit color on top of that. So, and this is more in probably a concern when you like being more maybe a honey blonde, caramel, those more sandy tones when you don't want the gray to peek through. Now, color may have gotten way better since I have tapped into it and since I had a hair salon, but that's one of those things I can tell you when I get ready to do color, I'm absolutely going to be looking deep because I know how to really research and look and see who's doing what, but I'm going to really look and be like, okay, who's coloring gray hair? And then, and it's complicated because first it's what color system does the person have? How good is it? Then after I understand how good your color system is, I need to know if you know how to properly apply color in general to someone's head of hair as thick as mine, as kinky as mine, because it takes a long time. It has to be a stylist. You know, my test is I'll even go for a consultation. And my first thought is, how long do you think it's going to take you? And if they don't say something like 5 hours, I'm out the chair. I'm like, dude, it's going to take your assistant 35 minutes just to blow dry my hair out. Then you got to foil it in section by section. Then after you foil in and you got to stand over my head, you can't foil me and walk over there, talk to Miss So-and-so. You got to stand over my head and watch it. And then you got to, and it doesn't process that fast. It depends on what depends on what we're doing. Then you got to come behind that and tone it. So color takes some time, and y'all know, it's a process. And the thicker your hair, the longer your hair, the kinkier your hair, the more work it is for them and for you. And then price. If your price is too low, the conversation is done. I'm like, no. You're not gonna be mad at me halfway through my head because you want to charge me $250. No. The price is high. So good color is expensive. Good colorists require research. If you like doing anything more than warm brown. Now, if you're just doing browns and you're doing blacks, that's easier. It's not complicated. But the more fancy you want to get, and the more highlighting and layering and make it natural looking, it does. It requires a lot of work on your part and their part. So hopefully that helps give some knowledge and information about natural hair color. I am personally a big fan. I love it. I love natural hair color, but I understand very, very well what's required of the stylists and of us. And it's quite a bit. So let's see what other questions you all might have. And if we are, please put your questions in the queue because I don't want to hop off before you all get a chance to put your questions in front of me. And I want to, color wax. Oh, I see something here about color wax. Oh, I'll touch on color wax. I have some color wax. I got some in my it might be in my bathroom or in my box of like stuff I pull when I close the salon. But I bought some color wax for one of the kids I know. And I tried it out. I bought some blue color wax. Let's see. All right. Another company uses color wax. Yeah. I've been using that recently for the summer. Have you thought about doing that? It gives me definition. Yes, because the color wax is heavy. India, I'm curious to know how the color wax finishes on your hair. Does it feel dry? Does it get on anything? I did try a color wax, but this is a couple of years ago. Color wax came out probably about 4 years ago. I would say more than that, probably more like 6. And I bought some blue color wax and I put it on my hair. And it was fine. I liked it, but it was it had a film to it. That was my problem with it. So I was not comfortable leaning up against anything like that. But tell me what you thought of the color wax you tried. I'm curious to know. I think what you do with color wax is you just rake it through like a styling product. It's almost like a pasty, maybe creamy texture to it. You rake it through and then you let it fully dry. and then it's supposed to set, but this brand you may be trying may have improved the overall concept. So we'll have to see what you think. Let's see. Hi Jay Taylor. I had a quick question. Can you use the Neat Extra Firm with the twist cream? Oh yeah. Trying to make the twist last 10 days due to eye surgery. Yes, absolutely you can. If you just twist your hair with Neat Extra Firm, they're going to probably last longer than that. But yes, you can use Neat Extra Firm with anything. You can use it with your moisturizing cream, your hair lotions, your hair balms. You can use it with your Stretch Twist Curl Cream. It works with anything in the Urban Bella line. Absolutely, you can use it with that. The only thing y'all can't do is use conditioners as leave-in products unless I have formulated for leave-in and I say it's a leave-in. Like Keratin Babasu leave-in is an actual leave-in. Sunflower Shea Hair Milk is a leave-in. But the only thing I really don't ever recommend is, and that's because one of the raw materials in conditioner and the raw material used to make gel, they don't play nicely together all the time. Sometimes they do, but the science rule is they don't. But I would never make a product mixing two of the raw materials from those products together, because it would not, y'all would be like, what's going on? I'm putting oatmeal on my hair. That's the only thing I say be careful with. But yes, sky's the limit. Everything else, you're open sesame. Try it out and you should be fine. Yeah, coloring gray is maintenance. It is. That's why I say check your edges with coloring gray, because you can easily, because you sometimes you have to do it so fast, you are creating too much thinning up here. It can easily happen. Color is a chemical. It is chemically processing and changing your hair, and especially if you have gray, your stylist has to really do a little bit more of an aggressive approach. From what I understand from the days of having a salon, it's actually more aggressive to make you brown if you're gray, where if you don't have any gray hair, if you have very little, we can use a more simple, low-key color deposit. And color is aggressive. I will say most people, after they have taken a break from color, they are like, oh, this is so much better. One other thing too, when you have color treated hair, gray, not gray, blonde, brown, anything, you do have to take more time and be more careful in your detangling process. You have to invest more. It is harder to get through color treated hair because, again, the hair strands have been compromised, but good conditioning will help reduce that a lot. If you have color, no matter what color, steam every single week. And just pay close attention to your hair condition. Make sure it's looking healthy. And never be afraid to take a break from your color. I know the part we want to color the most is the front because it's what we see. But never be afraid to pause a little bit. Let it grow in a little. Give your hair a little bit of even your scalp, even getting color. If you are a all over color, root to tip person, be sure to, from time to time say, let me give my scalp a break from the chemical process of color. That's just healthy hair. It's just healthy hair habits. I know it does not aesthetically go with what we want, but I want to give you the best recommendations for keeping your hair thick and healthy first. And then I'll let you know how to manage aesthete. So hopefully that's clear. Hi, Catherine. How are you? Hi, Naja. How are you? Naja, you must be tagging a friend. Naja, your haircut is so cute, by the way. It's adorable. It's like okay, so here it is. It's like a firm hold and film, but only transfers on my fingers. Okay, cool. So after you wear it, it does not, you lean, it doesn't get on anything. That's good. Okay. Jay Taylor. Cool. Thank you for saving your life. Okay. You're welcome. I saved your life. I definitely at a minimum I'm hoping I'm making it easier. So, okay. India, I'm going to try the one I think you're talking about. I think it's a new product on the market by one of our competitors. Yeah. But I saw that, and I forgot I saw it. It kind of came and went so fast. I was like, okay. But while they have it, I'm gonna see. I might see what it's like and experiment a little. And if I like it and can create something similar, trust me, I will. All right, tribe. Any other questions? If you all would please do me a favor, even if you're here and you're quiet, definitely please like and subscribe to this video. Oh, I want to tell y'all one other thing. When you look at your when you look at your summer, when you're working with your summer box, and those of you, you have your Hydra Silk conditioner, this product here, okay? Let me put it in the camera. The Hydra Silk conditioner. The instructions are for applying a hair gel. Oh, is it? Apply to fully dry hair. Moisturizer. Instructions are for a moisturizer. You want to apply that after you wash your hair. You wash, condition, put on the Hydra Silk conditioner, detangle, steam, and rinse it out. I will send you all an email with that, okay? I will. In fact, I'm going to email y'all a corrected card if you have a box. It won't be a printed version, but I will correct that and send that out to y'all via email. It'll be a PDF for you. All right? Okay. Oh, we are India. I know who you're talking about. I did see that and I was like, let me see. Let me see how this goes for you all. Let's see how that plays out. But yeah, no, I'm glad to hear though from you that no film on it, because that's what I didn't like about the blue one I bought. I was like, this is a hot mess. This will jack up my car. At the time, I drove a cream car with cream interior when the other one came out, so that definitely had to be at least, yeah, that was 6 years ago. Now my car is gray and black interior, but I was like, I'm gonna be riding around here with blue leather cream seats. Y'all, no, you gonna trick me with that stuff. Ain't gonna come out. So we'll see how this one goes. I'm gonna try it out. Okay, tribe. Yes, but please definitely hit the like. If you are watching us on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way, when we do post other content, you will be able to get that footage. And I'm just thinking, is there any other important information? Just keep in mind, the BOGO is still going. VIPs, I'm going to send y'all an email right now. It's just going to say, VIPs, please mark this email for your codes, okay? And use those if you have mistakenly not put them in and I see the other code. And I know when I go in, I look and I'm like, that's not the right code. So we will email you back a response and let you know how we will handle that if you didn't enter the VIP BOGO code along with the summer BOGO code, okay? Okay, tribe, thank you for joining me. Next week, we are not live. I take 1 week off a month, and I use that time for creating other like standard video footage, things that you can watch. So next week, we will not have a live, but I'm going to work really hard this week. I think I can do it, pull off a it's called a video, it's called a VOD, video on demand. It means I'm not live, but I'm going to try my best to put some other content up that I have been banking and working on. I'm going to try to complete it. And we're going to be focusing on that at least once a week, editing footage. And I'm also working on my producer over there to come and produce one of my shows. So it's just, I can spend more time in that Q&A and education session. So hopefully we can get our ducks in a row around here and be more organized about how we go live, how we put out content. We have a plan. We're just going to start working to put it all in place. So have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to shop the BOGO. I did put the link here for you. The link to show you the collection. And if you have any questions, if you have any questions, just send us an email, info@urbanbella.net. If you have sent a question and we have not answered it yet, do not worry. We will answer it. We will get it addressed. If it's changes to orders, we're gonna do our best to get to any questions you have about orders. I'm working on making sure I communicate with y'all that we might not get to look at emails before your order goes out. That's one thing I want to make sure I tell you all. And we don't always get that luxury, but we try. We certainly try. We try to address prior to, but we can't always do it. But other than that, tribe, you're welcome, Jackie. Jacqueline. Sorry, Jacqueline. Habit of saying Jackie. All right, tribe. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy. Hopefully the weather wherever you are is nice. Hopefully it's not a heat wave where you are too. We'll see. But enjoy the rest of our summer. And I will return for the next live on, it'll be August the 1st is our next live, tribe. Okay? All right. Enjoy until then. Bye.